to engage with us. We appreciate you immensely, and we pray that you do not quiver and waver in your confidence about the fact that things can change. Yesterday, I meant to tell those of you who watch us on TV3 that since we spoke about the tomato issue, the President of the Republic, who listens and hears the concerns of the people, actually ordered that all those tomatoes from Asante Achim North should be put out there in the schools to feed the children, to give them the nutritional benefit that they deserve. Thank you, Mr. President. But Oliver Twist will always ask for more. We need a factory. We need the factories around the country. We were promised factories. We are told there are factories. But if you look at the breakfast table you have this morning, and you look at the flour that was used to bake your bread, the butter or the margarine that you are consuming, or the butter that was used for your bread, the margarine, the sugar, the milk, you know that really we have not reached there. What we are doing now is just to import and impoverish ourselves, which is a problem. Let me say thank you to Sonar Fashions in Tamale for my outfit, 0246 590162, 0246 590162, and he makes very, very good clothing. You should find out about it and call him and enjoy. Now, I hear some noises about Galamsey. There's a post I made in 2024 on Facebook. Yesterday, somebody tagged me and said, you made this post. And this was when the Catholic Church, what we call the church, embarked on a demonstration against illegal mining in this country. And we joined the demonstration because we had perfect conviction in our minds that Galamsey is a big canker. So I said on 11th of October 2024 that the church is demonstrating against the government to stop Galamsey. Whose side are you on? 11th October 2024. The church is demonstrating against the government to stop Galamsey. Whose side are you on? I asked that simple question. Yesterday, somebody, whether by mischief or by goodwill, the tongue of a good report or bad report, decided that would remind me. I still stand with the church. I'm still on the church's side. The government has to ensure that Galamsey becomes a thing of the past, because we know what it is doing to us, and we know how it is hurting us, and we know how it is making us all suffer. But because of some dirty politics, whether within your private spaces or your social interactions or your professional interactions, we know that people want to use that as a basis to suggest to everybody else that the government is not doing anything about Galamsey. Perhaps you are forgetting. And people say, why are you talking about the old government? People call my show and say, why are you talking about the old government? Talk about the new government. If you do not know your history, you cannot know your future. You must learn from your history to be able to take charge of your future. The past government had 8 years. The President of the Republic promised us that he would put his presidency on the line. Did he do that? We had Operation Galamsey, Operation Hot 1 and 2 Operation this, that. We set up an interministerial mining, ministerial committee against illegal mining. 10 ministers were put there. 10 cabinet ministers. Even cabinet decided that, no, let's stamp illegal mining. Let's stop it. Then some minister went and actually went to Parliament to give them a law to allow for us to mine, legal and legislative instrument, to allow them to mine in forest reserves. We kept quiet about it. I showed you the cabinet letter, and I showed you the law. So why should we not talk about the past? Because if you say A and you don't say B, you have failed. And that is why people on the street are saying that, look, President Mahama and his government, while in opposition, promised us that they will impose a state of emergency. So why are they dilly-dallying? The minister, acting minister for Environment, Science and Technology, the Honorable Dr. Kofi Ama Kofi Boa, has said that, look, I have written to the Attorney General to get his say-so that this LI that allows for people to mine in forest reserves is not modified, but it is completely erased from the face of our laws. And you still think that is not enough to begin with? Of course, the government has a responsibility to ensure that there's a state of emergency. They promised us that. They must do that. Galamsey is a canker that is hurting all of us. Children are being born with deformities. Children are being born with defects. And it is not good. People are dying of kidney diseases, liver diseases. People are dying just because a few greedy men and women, as I've come to learn now, are trying to make ends meet using the wrong route. Now, let's go to the learned Chief Justices, Acting Chief Justices, His Lordship Justice Paul Bafoboni, what he said at the bar conference. And I've seen, as my chief mentor, KKD, gave me that poem by Rudyard Kipling called If. There's a line in it that whatever you say will be twisted by knaves, and the twisting is too much. So I'll read to you verbatim what he said. He says, Galamsey has stripped away topsoil and vegetation, leading to severe erosion and rendering land unusable for farming. The landscape of affected communities is scarred by excavation, leaving it barren and prone to further damage. Socially, it has contributed to the displacement of farmers, farmlands, and whole families, and converted to mining sites. It has also increased poverty and potential health issues due to contaminated water and mercury exposure, impacting food security and the livelihoods of several local communities. Economically, while providing some income, the environmental damage and shift from agriculture has led to high living costs and lower food production in affected regions. How can we also forget the national security challenges brought about by the menace of Galamsey, as the influx of illegal miners, often accompanied by foreigners, have been linked to an increase in criminal activities in affected communities? The repeal and replacement of the small-scale gold mining law, PNDC Law 218, in 1989 by the Minerals and Mining Act 703 in 2006 provides a more comprehensive and regulatory framework for small-scale mining, has not eliminated illegal small-scale mining. Indeed, in the years after, Galamsey has become worse, as the measures we have employed to combat Galamsey seem half-hearted and unable to curb this menace, which is a threat to the country's survival. Considering the unspeakable death, pain, and destruction that Galamsey has brought to this country, I urge political leadership to take bold and far-reaching measures to bring this menace to a long overdue end. We cannot continue to differ in September 2025 on the repeal of Environmental Protection Mining and Forest Reserve Regulations 2022 LI 2462, and this LI was passed by the past administration against the cabinet decision, which has permitted mining in forest reserves. It is a good place to start if we sincerely want to win the war against Galamsey. The time is to act. The time to act is now without further delay. Now, its effects are well known and well documented. Galamsey has devastated our environment and continues to do so by polluting rivers, destroying forests and fertile farmlands, and degrading soil. Galamsey is a major cause of water pollution in Ghana, with rivers like Pra and Cobra and the Brim becoming lifeless and murky. This is due to the dumping of waste and the use of toxic chemicals like mercury, which transform into highly toxic methyl mercury. The Ghana Water Company Limited continues to warn of a severe water crisis in the near future if immediate action is not taken to address the problem. Now, you have read this. You have heard it. Maybe you did not pay attention to it initially, but now you have. What did the learned Chief Justice say wrong, which has already not been said by Imani, by Awula Sewa, by Kenashibe, Engineer Togbi, Dr. Kenashibe, and everybody who is concerned about this menace against Galamsey? What are people, even in the past government, the great Titus Glover wants to become organizer of the NPP, what did he not say? He said Galamsey, the fight against Galamsey is becoming difficult because his own party people are the problem. And we know that Professor Frimpong Boateng wrote a report. So why are we twisting it and creating an impression that the learned acting Chief Justice is trying to lock horns with the government and whatever? He's saying the truth. The truth is only one. What the learned Chief Justice has said, I have said it here too many times. In the past, in the present. He is not speaking any lies. And I like what the learned Attorney General said. It appears, and I'm repeating what I said yesterday, that our Ghana Bar Association, the voices on the streets, because I am on the street, the voices on the street seem to suggest that the Ghana Bar Association loses its voice when a certain administration is in power and regains its voice noisily when another administration is in power. It is a perception. Whether it is real or whether it is perceived, it is there. It is there. Now, let's read Godwin Edudita-Maclo, who is the boss at MPA and also the director legal at the NDC. Listen to what he said. He said, Ghana is such an interesting country. I've listened to the president of the Ghana Bar Association, Mrs. Efwagati, at the opening ceremony for the annual conference at WA. Among others, she's advocating for constitutional instrument to regulate the determination of prima facie case provided for in Article 146. Very interesting advocacy from her views are not different from those who defended the removed Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu in the impeachment process. The argument was that since there was no CI to regulate the determination of prima facie case, among others, the entire process was a nullity. In fact, in one of the cases before the Supreme Court, relative to this impeachment proceedings, one of the reliefs had to do with an invitation to Supreme Court to halt the impeachment proceedings because of the lack of a CI. The GBA appears to have joined the chorus. Sometimes, at the risk of sounding disrespectful, we appear not to have principles in a national discourse. It is all about political convenience without. When the Bar Association speaks, we must see some national interest in the message, but it appears that the Bar Association has weaponized the esteemed platform for political grandstanding. The last time I checked, I'm a member of the GBA, in good standing. At least I don't owe dues. The selectivity in the approach of the GBA is making the Bar Association lose a very important and critical voice in the forward march of the country. Why do I say I call it selectively? In 2018, President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo received petition for the removal of the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, a very crucial constitutional body with the sole authority to manage public elections in Ghana. President Akufo-Addo, I won't call him Mr. Akufo-Addo, I don't find it respectful, then posited that he was just a conveyor belt and referred the petitions to the Chief Justice then, Justice Sophia Akufu, who is a member of the Council of State, who sat within the meeting, heard the arguments for and against per Article 146 against the removed Chief Justice, and still went before the committee, per record that we have, to go and be a witness. You can make the deduction yourself. I am not a lawyer, so I am not qualified to make so. Ignore her familiar ties to the president and focus on the law. She, pursuant to Article 146 of the Constitution, made a prima facie determination and set up Justice Anthony Benin-led committee to inquire into the petitions. The committee, in a 3-2 decision, recommended the removal of Mrs. Charlotte Osei from office for stated misbehavior. What was it? Procurement irregularity. Late Justice Samuel Mafusan, Agnes Doji, Abrampa, in the majority, with Justice Benin, the chair, dissenting. Following the removal of Mrs. Charlotte Osei, his journalist Kweku Baako approached the Supreme Court invoking its original jurisdiction to interpret and enforce the Constitution. I have attached some of the relevant reliefs, I'll show you that tomorrow, and the ruling of the Supreme Court. From the reliefs attached, he sought to question the impeachment process in the absence of the CI to regulate the exercise of discretion, among others. When the matter came up for hearing on the 5th of February 2019, the Deputy Attorney General then, Godfred Yeboah-Dame, raised a preliminary legal challenge to the writ and reliefs, arguing that it was not a proper case to invoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Kindly read the unanimous ruling of the Supreme Court. I'll share that with you tomorrow. The court agreed and dismissed the suit. Today, the president of the GBA, or the GBA president, mindful of the events above, has found her voice and now advocating for a CI. When the Supreme Court in 2019 dismissed the Kweku Baako suit, the GBA went quiet. There was no noise about the lack of a CI to regulate Article 146 proceedings. The GBA needs serious introspection and see how it can remain relevant going forward. Kweku Azar, written. And that's Professor Asari. I will end the sermon here. Enough has been said. Make your own deductions. If you accuse me and a committee is formed, and Sixtus, Helen, and Corey, and Fosti, and the rest are the committee, and I am supposed to appear before them, but they have heard the arguments for and against, they have argued against it and agreed that there's a question that I must answer. And then one of them leaves, maybe Helen leaves, and now comes to stand behind me to say, I will defend you because I have an argument. But in the initial stage that I'm abstaining after hearing the arguments. Make your own deductions. Point number 2. The learned acting Chief Justice has not said anything that has not been said before. Those who are interested in, if you are really interested in fighting Galamsey, I have told you, let's chase the people who import the excavators and blah, blah, blah into the country. Let's find the big boys. He has not said anything wrong. And it cannot be said that because he has said that he's locking horns with the government and so somebody will go and engineer for him to be removed. No, no, no. Please. Stay put. He has not said anything wrong. The only thing he has said is that political leadership must take up the whip and go and end Galamsey, which is what we have all been saying. Even the labor unions who chickened out during the last administration, the previous administration, they chickened out when we were asking them to go on strike when they themselves came to tell us that they were going on strike, and they postponed it, transposed it, and postponed it. They have come around the table now. Some weeping on national television to say Galamsey is a canker. They didn't know that back then. But it is only a fool who doesn't change his mind. So what has the learned acting chief justice said wrong? He spoke no wrong. He's only spoken the truth. And my sermon ends here. Please call me 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Hello, good morning.
Mr. Johnnie.
Yes, my brother. How are you? Ajana One.
I'm doing well, Mr. Johnnie.
Talk to me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Johnnie.
Yes, sir.
Greetings to Madi Jibril and Chairman Joe.
I
Mr.
hear you.
Johnnie,
Yes, sir.
NDC in opposition. We have said a lot
Right.
about Galamsey, right? We have mentioned names about Galamsey, right?
That's right.
We mentioned names with documents upon documents from Professor Frempong Boateng. We are all members of NDC.
Right.
I am telling you and putting in our authorities, our leaders, officials, that we don't have any excuse. What we said in the past 4 years, we have to do it now. If we have something to do it today, we have to do it now. We have to start now. Because they said Galamsey is illegal. So the thing illegal is not right. So we are pleading to our authority. We don't have any excuse. We don't want to fail Ghanaians. We don't want to come and explain ourselves to Ghanaians. So if Galamsey is not wrong in 4 years' time, last 2 years, 2022, it's not right. So we should do something about Galamsey before 2028. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Alaji Pitati, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing too, my brother?
I'm greater than Accra by His grace.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes,
Let
sir.
me say my regards to Alaji Yaokondo and Alaji Raouf. And then I think Johnnie Hughes.
Sir.
Many people who are calling for the fight against Galamsey, especially gearing towards president should declare state of emergency
Right.
and the rest. I think the president did not argue or did not say that he has no plan, let alone any strategy to solve Galamsey or to declare state of emergency.
So he should
But
show
the
us.
president
He should
is
show us the
talking
way.
about- Yeah, the president is talking about it's a process. That now there are other machinery, strategic development at place that he wants to start with or that he's dealing with. If there is a failure or it cannot work well, then if there should be a declaration of state of emergency, then he does so. But let me tell you, many of whom are calling for state of emergency today
Right.
will be their first time to witness how state of emergency, a declaration of state of emergency is being functioned, because there are no any past government has ever practiced state of emergency in this country. So for the first time, they want to see how it works.
I hear
That
you.
is why they allowed and they want president to act as such. And this thing, they should be careful, because it affects communities that are, look, it's just like sometimes how curfew is that on people. And we cannot continue
I hear you.
to tarnish the image and then damage the reputation of Ghanaians. Thank you very
The
much.
president must also show us that he meant his words.
Oh, no, we know.
Yes.
We know which he's going to do. We know he will do it.
I hear you. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Abu,
Yes, sir.
oh, I've missed you.
Yeah, me too. I miss you.
Abu, how are you doing today?
Oh, today I'm doing fine.
I see. Have you had your breakfast already?
No, no yet.
So the tea bread seller hasn't come.
No, you know, can wait time.
What time will she come?
About getting to it.
I see. Abu, when we say pros and cons, what does it mean?
Move on.
I will move on. Abu, when we say pros and cons, what does it mean?
I said by all means, you will move on.
No. Pros and cons. When we say pros and cons, what does it
Johnnie,
mean?
I beg you. You know that they wait my bread, or you know, come here. My stomach, they worry me. That's why I don't want to go.
So you don't want to answer the question?
Oh, by all means. When you do anything, I can't say the answer.
Pros and cons, Abu. This is very simple.
I said, matter I will do it.
But you're a professor. Pros and cons are good.
Oh, I know that I'm a professor for the tea. You're not a professor for English.
You're a professor of tea.
Tea.
Abu.
Oh, you see my friend a minute ago.
Abu, come on. Yes, sir.
Galamsey. I saw with the Mikra, June 1, and I said, no, I ever first one Galamsey. Anna, Uncle Bona, and some Korean, I almost come for this kind of junk for another day. And Uncle Bona, Naso Pass Omoko, or my own. Hey, Omo, you, as a man, sorry that the uncle there, and I have you. The Mamma, the Obocano, on friend on ye, the medicine never bow on ye, because we are ready to cook on and better about Wagana for
Medasi Abu. Great. Good morning.
Good morning, my holy honorable.
Bright in Abosokai, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Great.
I hope you are also doing good.
Charlie, we're there inside.
May God continue to guide you and protect you.
Amen.
Give you more wisdom.
Amen, sir. Amen, sir.
Mamintia honorable Alaji Akondo. Nanu Senya Kopon the NN Bambo and Famano. Honorable Alaji Raouf, Onosumichian Papa, Namekano, Carrick Macafu, the Nepeku, our TDC. Unin, Mestre, Excellency John Dramani Mama. About MP now, video about tomatoes, our factory, our ornament.
Right.
Mestre, they did the array, Omudia tomatoes, no. On the bomb, they are saying, Betty tomatoes factory be on them. Now, Omania man for Ombet, Nato, at the Agu factory, no Mona, it's in a board minor, no minor cost. The best MPP for about Galamsey. In Naya, my will, and a D, my show Musa 8 years, so Mumbu or minor. You really train on and a man lancer say. Yanko two for Galamsey away a forest. Galamsey away a forest and a move. And no Mudio and March amount to me. And no two Galamsey away a forest. And then make some more crazy idea to one who press a bind with ASLC John Damani Mama. For only 9 months. And faces our problem no more crazy idea to Professor Wati ever catch say. Move Jubilee of for and I move to Galamsey. It's your best room. Omumbo de Anton Bettinas, no more Joe Mangasa, or Mupati, no Mujaya by no now by no, and to me to near my ear. She big push here, as I said, John Dramani Mama, Elanchi and Ra. Ebebo, my Koya, I say, Nano, on Bettina, Edia Boa Mano, no minor confirmed by Mr. As I said, John Dramani Mama said. Sugar factory no. Ombomodia say Ombema sugar factory no.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Hughes.
Yes, my brother. How are you doing?
It's great. We are doing well.
Great.
This is your brother, Ike Lord.
Ike Lord is the name. Bro. Ike Lord is the name. Talk to me.
I don't pay, Mami, and Chia on a boy Kupuku baby will be an in Juma oye.
Okay.
And I chairman Jew. Namchaya Wuza. And I don't pay. Mamin Chiapum Catamaso MC on Abu TK. Obon homodin pa.
Right.
Yinipa baby and one or yadi. Baby Muso Moon by any young Yehu. Sure. And now, and then also said, I no more yet auditing or assembly hall. Now, mine be a Kasai, Mr. Bright. The way Oyi and Semano. A man for you now, do imagine what to say, a Nansenia on Abu TK by and on Asa. And Yamano course, the amount of and yes, a past regime, a 2024, and yet 2025 year you will mean, and somewhere to see what considers you one, and now Omubusa, Omoya auditing found, into which means past regime no more buy, no, and you may be a while, boya, and ye, and when a papaya ba when who are, or petrol sissy to chrono, a few, and a man will be a gina no aquacosi bonnet. Some ray may catch up on Catamanso for say your papa new to tuna now or the contractors site me say a drip machine here or my or more day call a council aqua baby quine swama especially or baba ye star oil hawker crowd and a downtown or baba ye and when ye ya bompa ya near ya more than tiny here papa pay a duma amana so any. So they are leaders.
Right.
Now pull him down now more, you know, and go see she. Mumma fire and hoarding any new yam and type of penalty. No, ye Juma and Maya, no, ye Juma Maya, a boy in
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Frank Nero.
Frank Nero, you.
Frank Nero. Kasa, it's you. Me say, Shao Kakra, baby.
Yo, if I try to fight him, I'm a papa. I'm in Chia, Bedaleta B.
Right.
Or what you mean, this is papa. Your friend famous, Delek. Disam.
Yo.
Yes, the castle,
Yo.
but my friend, oh, yes. And my end is the send is the 24. Only get up a 5 year party, then free and Sahabo. The honorable famous, Derek. Disam, the Shannon of Papa. But this is 3FM and a pay because 3FM, the Ompania Gropra. You be a castle, Michiano.
Yeah, Dana. Yes, sir.
And no company, I go at the sword. Big push. Okay, so the Banian MB before. No more can want them. Only the Papa Pia Bagana Pia, Umuyan wants them. So far, so good. I never jabo, I don't have it. But could be a fighting pocket. Yeah, Anua. And Rabo Catisoda, a Juma Eva Cosso. Into a company, yet an asset. Mount Jet MB before someone who can go and someone. Don't cost one, no Yanima, Magana for. Because they Ghana have my quality. You check with the percentage, almost 82% in the company, Mama. I did the way 82. In the other, so almost 1 year. Yes, then you go for a bamboo. And then no yam. Any answer, a moment penny.
You made us
say, as what to have after back with you. And never for what is done quite. On that and unnecessary for no just to get money.
You made us. Thank you.
And I could put the contact. I went to the Romantia. Papa Mahaman, I could take this year.
You made us. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Shayo.
Oh, no, Papa crab, low.
No more Ojeku.
Ojemla. Oh, back.
Oh, but we are near.
Oh, well, jaw.
Nakai. No, living in Bogotri, never you put a Grammy. Look, let me ask you this. Sometimes it beats my mind. Look, so what kind of English again are we going to talk about Galamsey? Look, it saddens my heart that you always talk about this issue. And I said, no, I tell you, in this country, we have everything, all the beautiful laws, all the LICs, MIs, we have everything. But what we lack is wisdom and common sense. Once we get these two things right, everything will fall in place. Let me ask you, if this country were to be China or North Korea, where if a law is passed, every animal follows.
Right.
And if they say don't, if you are found or seen at any illegal site,
right,
you are in trouble and nobody will come and rescue you. Do you think if such a country were to be Ghana and the president says, if you are ever found here or if we see you there,
right,
whether you are NDC, NPP, whatever, whether you are whoever, if you are found there, the law is the law. Do you think anybody will go there?
Nobody will.
See, we are all massaging the scene and reading speeches, writing statements, and we can do this, and we can do that, and because of this, and because of that. Look, Johnnie, like I told you, Mahama, if he doesn't get you right, we are doomed. Trust me, this very current Mahama, with all that he has at his disposal, if he doesn't get anything right, Johnnie, we are doomed. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you. Morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Johnnie.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Seshak.
Yes, sir.
Iniano.
Oh, don't worry. Even in no feel fine.
Bye.
No, okay,
Bye. Appelez no kwe bye.
We wish that God will give us more of you
Amen.
in the country so that this country will be safe from
Amen.
The hands of the wicked.
Amen. To God be the glory.
Sure. A special greetings to Helen, wherever she is. Tell her I miss her.
Okay.
And 52 as well.
Great.
Johnny, last time I didn't end my submission, then the line dropped.
More credit for
and this morning, it's good you have brought it up again.
Mm-hmm.
We are telling the president that he has no chance to fail.
Mm.
In fact, there is no excuse at all for his second coming to fail when it comes to Galamsey. With the way we spoke in the opposition, we are begging him, please, before Galamsey, there was farming. If the people say they are not having any work to do, they should go and farm. We are pleading with the president. And like you said, we must focus on what? Exportation, not importation.
That's right.
So that the city also can also gain its strength. So that the fact all this knowledge is in books, Johnny. There's something we call
do you think they don't
the environment
know?
And environmental degradation.
Do you think they don't know?
They don't know, so it's in the books. They should read.
They know.
We teach the children about all these things, and every time when they watch news, this thing goes on. So what is the relevance of feeding people or even going to school? Anthony, especially greetings to the CEO of the Shipyard. We are telling him that wherever he is, he was put there by the president, and he must do the bidding of the president.
Right.
He must stop saying that he's not going to work for the party and he's not there for the party apartheid. We are begging him.
Okay,
You
I
understand?
hear you. Thank
It
you.
is the party apartheid that work for him to be there. So whatever work he's doing over there, he must understand that no, the catalyst for him being there was as a result of what the party apartheid working over there.
Okay.
So we are begging him. We must work in the good interest of our great president.
I
Have
hear
a good morning, Johnny.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Johnny.
Hey, Alaji.
Johnnie Dabai.
Charlie, how are you?
Oh, fine.
I asked Abu to tell me the meaning of pros and cons. He says he won't answer. Will you bail Abu out?
Come again.
Pros and cons. What does it mean when we say pros and cons? Pros and cons.
Rules and cons.
Pros and cons.
I don't understand the word.
You don't understand it.
I don't understand it.
So you will not.
If I tell you the meaning, I will lie to people. I don't want to lie. And if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know.
So are you giving up?
Yes, I'm giving up.
So you can't explain pros and cons. You're a big man.
No, but
okay.
because if you can mention the name in our local language for me there, I will understand it and pronounce it.
I should say it in a local language.
Johnny, let me
Alaji.
Johnnie Dabai.
Go ahead. Make your point. Talk your issue.
For the past 1 week, I didn't hear your man, Pastor Diwale.
No, he said he's going off for a while. He's going into a conclave. He's going to do something. So, he will come back here.
We are praying for each other.
Great.
Let me send my greeting to Shamima Muslim and Chief of Staff Honorable U.S. Debra and Chairman of Osampofo and others. You see, Johnny, when you look about this country fighting against this Galamsey, some people doing something that President John Dramani Mahama be in power 8 years. I don't know what some people thinking. Because you come and feed the country 8 years, and you can't fight against this Galamsey. And somebody started. When that person started, and you see how he started, and you knew that person can fight that Galamsey, and you fail to tell your people to, and you are now coming out to saying that President John Dramani Mahama should do this. What kind of hypocritical attitude is that? We should be reasonable and doing our things in this country. If not so, and we continue this way, it means that we the political party we have, and one political party will collapse
because they don't have message to give for the people in this country. Because of that, and they lose the election.
I hear you. Thank you.
Nobody. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Alaji. Great. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother and the people's voice. How are you doing?
Charlie Adewo, how are you doing?
Oh, Charlie.
Great.
Grace be to our Father in heaven.
Amen.
For our life this morning.
Amen.
You see, Johnny, anyway, let me say good morning to Chairman Jasper of Tema West and also my boss, TDC, Director, Makafui, Karish, The man is really doing a yeoman job. That is why some of our police who want to do dubious things are super upon him, but it will not wash because the president has realized the good work the man is doing. God bless you, Mr. Courage. You see, Johnny, for the fact that some of us haven't seen emergency before, how it will affect things, we want to see for the first time. Okay, we cannot sit aloof and allow some few greedy bastards who want to destroy our water bodies. Okay, and just say because what we haven't seen state of emergency before, how it look like. I don't think it's over well, Johnny. We are in this country. We know Galamsey did not start yesterday or today. Way back, we know how people were doing Galamsey. Were they destroying our water bodies? Gone are the days. No. But it was since what? These chamfan and excavated people started what? I mean, mining in our waters. So, Mr. President, we are begging of you. You said what? There are other measures. But we know it's still not solving the issue. Okay. Because look at the 9 forests that was taken by these Galamsey menace. In your era, 8 months, 9 months now, it has been retrieved. But the moment the military men comes back, you could see that the people goes back. So we are begging you. If for nothing at all, you declare for a month and let's see if the people will have the gut to go there. Because you are doing a human job. But some few people who still are greedy and don't think the welfare of this country want to muddy your governance. Meanwhile, it is everywhere. It is our doorstep. We are seeing it. Look at what we learned yesterday. The book push that will solve most of our rape issues. Right. So we are begging you. You just sit back again and come again and declare for 1 month so that they will know that you are serious with what you are doing.
Thank you.
Have a good morning.
You too, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Johnny. How are you?
I'm learning.
Ciao, thank God. Johnny, I want to just do a quick one on the Galamsey issue. If President Mahama will listen, he should listen.
Right.
The end to this Galamsey issue in this country is a state of emergency.
Right.
Finish. Because when you declare a state of emergency, the Navy will take care of all the raiders. They have the boats. You know, the Navy has boats.
That's right.
They will do that with guns. You understand? The Air Force will take the cars with the helicopters to monitor and kill anybody who misbehaves. And the Ghana army, the army itself will take care of the land.
Right, they'll go into the bush, the guerrillas.
Case finish. And then, you know, the military, they can't disappoint, and they have never disappointed us. You know, in this country, the institution that has integrity, number one, is the military.
That's right.
And we can assure them, for me, I am very much assured that they will not disappoint us.
I hear you.
Johnny, the second one is about this. Yesterday, I watched a video of this prophet, the one who said, Omanibo will die. Now, I saw him saying that he has seen 5 ministers, bodies lying at the State House. And I'm like, this time, enough is enough. So for me, the government has to take this prophet's matter seriously, and we deal with them as it is. Because this malaria that is disturbing us, 5 p.m., you don't have a solution to it.
Right.
Mpox came, people were dying. You didn't have a solution for it. Fishermen go to the sea, they come back without fish. You don't have a solution for those ones. All you see is people dying. Ministers, right now, 5 ministers will die. For me, if the ministers die, he should be arrested, thrown into the deep sea, and let that is his God bring him to Independence Square, so that we all believe that it is the I am that I am. Because God does not kill. His love, when you cut God Almighty, loves come out, not blood. He loves. And love, because of that love, God cannot kill anybody.
But God reveals to redeem.
finished so, brother. What is this? These people are just taking us. I mean, for me, it is not a disgusting to even call yourself a prophet. It is shameful. Deceiving people in the name of God. You see, Johnny, you see that you like this. When I'm there and somebody comes to tell me that Johnny said, God, mention my name. Johnny said, I should do this and do this. Because I know your attribute, I will know what the message you are telling me is not coming from Johnny. Because that is not the way of Johnny. That is not the lifestyle of Johnny. I know who Johnny is. So when you give me a message that is not from Johnny, automatically I know. It's the same thing. We know who God is. We know the attributes of God. Anything that doesn't have love in it, it's not from God. Finished so. We know. So what is this? Johnny?
Gentlemen.
Please. Good morning.
Stand easy. Ahua. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Johnny.
My brother, how are you?
I'm patching on what you say.
Musician Kakrakra.
But Johnny, a family sign because that's a month from the baby mission or Mr. I mean, so much, you know, nature, your power, a month from.
A month from. Yes, sing.
Oh, now, only got to sometimes you are to 78. I think on my own, especially you walk as well, or Batampa,
okay.
And two brata, now me complaining, children, so
yeah, and Assemba, and Yabutre. Why? Good morning,
Johnny.
Collins in Amomole, how you doing?
My boss.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
I
Talk to me. Nice. A good say you day. Talk to me.
Permit me to do this quick. Yesterday, I was at our party headquarters. This one day, I'll use this your media to say it. Everybody that will come on this your platform that we need job, Please, you should go direct to the party.
I've been telling you people this thing for a long time. You don't listen to me.
Personally, because it's becoming. So I will use this your media, your platform, please. Everybody should come there. They are there. The national executives are there. And this suffer, this need job, this do what.
I've not been to your party head office before. I don't even know the road to the place. I only hear that it's in Adabraka.
Yes.
But I sit here and I tell you that from what I know after practicing for many years, is that if you are looking for something from your party, go to your party. You can't say it already. Nobody will mind you.
It's becoming. At times, you see, somebody, yesterday I was there with one national executive, and he told me point blank that, look, we are disgracing ourselves with the callers. You understand? You come on radio and you see, they liberated me. I work, you alone work, you alone. Go to the party office. Yes, go there. Nobody is above the law. If you are suffering, not on radio, like I call your station today and see how I'm suffering. I'll go there and see the person that I want to see, and I will tell him my problem. You understand? So please, my fellow communicators and signal callers and testers, from today's henceforth, nobody will come on this show and say, nobody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Final caller. Good morning. Hey, Papa.
Johnny, what did I?
Monsieur Shawara.
You are above us, Charlie.
No, obey.
Well, for Ghana, I must be frank with you.
Obey.
We have to hit hard on this Galamsey something. We need to.
The glory belongs to God.
A state of emergency. We need to do it. Look, I had latest news. I heard that in Central Region, Ghana Water Corporation also, they are not able to produce the water they needed to do because the stability and the chemicals inside becoming too much for home consumption. So all these things, I know the president is putting up so many things in place, like excavators being to identify those who brought excavators and all these things, and then they transferred some of the excavators to Michelle Camp and the rest. But the fact of the matter is this: we made a promise when we're in opposition.
Right.
I get my point. We're forcing the other people to declare state of emergency. You see, some of these things people watch and they're observing. I don't want this thing to go against us.
The same thing we did under the Atamu when we were in opposition. Oh, when we come to power, jail corrupt officials, we came to power, they declared father for us something. I talked about it. My own party people, they went against me. At the end of the day, what did they say? They said they don't want more and no more father for all. So please, Mr. President, declare a state of emergency. But a shake-up has happened in the, what they call it, Customs Division, whereby the sector commanders are being changed. Right. I want it to happen at what they call it, Kumasi side. The sector commanders, they have to change all of them.
Drink water.
So that they can have proper, what they call it, research agenda.
Drink water. It's too early.
The fact of the matter is we want everything to be fine. We're also fighting so hard.
Drink water. Drink water.
All right, my brother.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too, my brother. And we can't pick any more calls because the man himself who eats, drinks, and sleeps sports is here. His name is Murtala. Murtala, how you doing, my brother?
Mr. Hughes, I'm good.
Everything cool?
Not too good. I was listening to all the conversations this morning. Someone can't really explain what pros and cons really mean.
A professor.
He ended up saying pro and con. It took my mind back to something. But I've been thinking, this whole issue about Galamsey,
right.
Let's put the politics aside.
Right.
Do you think it's prudent, looking at the videos that have come out, the number of people who depend on this to support their families, parents crying that this is what the awards do to support them? Do you think declaring a state of emergency is the right call?
Look, if you've ever been to Konfanoche Hospital, Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Ifyan Kwanta Hospital, Whole Government Hospital, and around other big hospitals, and you see the children being born, their legs are not properly
with deformities.
Yes. And then you see young people, never drunk, never smoked, they've never taken any illicit drug.
Innocent.
They live in some village where Galamsey happens, and they come presented with kidney failure and whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you go to some villages that do not have standpipes. In Accra, we are fortunate. We have standpipes.
I was in the Volta region just a few days ago, and I saw the situation in some villages.
Some people just have a river or a stream that
serves the whole community
that they drink from. If that is polluted, what do they drink? The fish you and I buy. So we don't want to chew meat. We want to go fish. So the patois, the akosombo.
Because the medical practitioners are telling us that fish is more healthier.
Exactly.
But it's more poisonous now.
Because you are drinking bomb. There's mercury, there's cyanide, there's chlorine, Ghana water. There's mercury and cyanide from the Galamsey site. When Ghana water harvests the water, they will add chlorine to it
to purify.
And when you are cooking, you add salt to it. So, what do you call it? NaCl. Oh, I've forgotten my chemistry. NaCl is I got the botanical name right, but I forgot the salt. Okay. Sodium chloride, NaCl. It says I'm in bones.
All coming together.
So these are 4 chemicals put in your food. You are drinking bomb. You are eating bomb. You die. So we have to find a way to end this. And it is non-negotiable.
Then if I deduce something from what you're saying, it means that we either go hard or we go soft. There's no middle ground.
Find them alternative jobs. I was happy when President Akufo-Addo said, look, I'm going to do one district, one factory. Factories will employ people.
Okay.
One village, one dam. Those who want to go into farming can do that. And then there was another one. There was a third one: planting for export and rural development, planting for
food and jobs, or something like that.
So it was a beautiful plan.
Okay, so all these initiatives and policies will bring these young men who are the Galamsey side.
People don't have jobs which are reliable, and that is why they want to do what they are doing. There are people who join the police service, who are nurses, who are teachers, who join it because they think that it will provide them a reliable source of income and a secured job.
Okay.
So we have a problem. Look at our unemployment rate. And this morning I was just talking about, look, you and I, this morning, whatever breakfast we'll have, it's possible we will be imported. Your flour used for your bread.
Of course.
Do you manufacture a grain of sugar in this country?
Not at all.
So where do you get your
the
sugar?
The Commander Sugar Factory is non-existent.
The last time we heard somebody say that, you didn't vote for me, so me too. I decided to close my mind on you. So we have a problem, and we have to fix the problem. It doesn't make sense that Ghana Water Company will invest money into machines and the machines will break down because the turbidity and the level of silt coming in there, and they
cannot even distill the water
and they cannot. It doesn't make sense. You have rivers across the whole country. Ghana is blessed though. And you are thirsty.
So that's one village, one dam, one district, one factory. It was a good initiative. So if it was implemented.
Thank you. So today the previous government will tell you, we started the factories, we have factories, blah. I said, but we still import everything, including tomatoes, including kotoje.
So if there's a big cocoa processing factory in Obuasi, there's a higher probability that most of these young men will be employed in the factory.
Your cocoa, you take it and you go and give it to the South Africans to buy. UK doesn't have a cocoa farm. You give them your cocoa to buy. US doesn't have. You give them a cocoa to buy. So what are you doing with your CPC at Tema? How much do you produce? Chairman, come and do your sports.
Let me sleep.
Are you ready?
It's 3FM Afro Connect, a grand celebration of African unity.
This September, Africa will unite to celebrate the beauty and cultural diversity of the continent in Accra, Ghana. The whole continent is gathering at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park on Nkrumah Holiday, the 22nd of September 2025 from 9 a.m. Experience the art.
Jollof Wars. This year, Afro Connect gets even bigger and better with the Osajiful Night Concert. Buy your tickets on *725 *2226 #. That's *725 *2226 # for 100 Ghana cedis. To be a vendor for this Pan-African celebration, call us on 0531 100 927 and 0532 200 927 to book your space.
It's happening at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park on the 22nd of September from 9 a.m.
Proudly sponsored by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Let's now do some sports here on 3FM Sunrise with me, Mutala Yakubu. Coming up this morning, Real Madrid continue their impressive form in the UEFA Champions League as they won against Marseille last night. And Tottenham Hotspur also came up against Thomas Partey's Villarreal. Also, there's more misery for Ghana, the ongoing World Athletics Championship, as we fail again in the 800-meter heats. Let's start from the local scene where the Confederation of African Football has actually launched a 3-day safety stadium initiative workshop in Ghana to enhance safety and security standard at football events across Ghana and the African continent. The workshop brings together safety and security officers from all 18 Premier League clubs, members of the GFA Security Committee, and 16 regional sports police officers. Speaking on behalf of CAF President Patrice Motsepe was GFA President Kurt Okreku, who underscored the organization's commitment to protecting football stakeholders.
I think that since the football community on the African continent gave President Mosepe the opportunity to serve, he's always made it clear that he wants football to be delivered in a very safe environment. It's a reason why in 2024, CAF embarked on this journey to impart knowledge, to offer our people the chance to exchange knowledge in providing a safe environment for all active participants in football. When I say active participants, and to take home some knowledge in our attempt to make football what it's supposed to be.
Reflecting on Ghana's own painful history of stadium tragedies, including the 2001 Accra Sports Stadium disaster, the CAF's second Vice President, Kurt Okreku, urged participants to pay close attention to the lessons provided.
Here in Ghana, I'm sure we all know that we also had our challenges when it comes to delivering football in safe environs. The last one, obviously, was the demise of Nana Pole of Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Prior to that, the one that we all remember had to do with the 2001 stadium disaster, where we lost over 126 of our brothers and sisters. That was a horrible one. And ever since, as a country, as a football family, we have said never again. But we also lost Nana Poli. What that means is that we've still not learned from what happened in 2001. What that also means is that we are not ticking the right boxes during our events, during our match days. And it's the reason why we are here, to learn how to tick all the boxes, to close all the gaps, to ensure that football is delivered in a way that it has to be delivered.
That was President of the Ghana Football Association, the Kurt E.S. Okreku. Meanwhile, John Ansah, Chairman of the Ghana League Clubs Association, highlighted the importance of the workshop in shaping the future of Ghanaian football.
I think it's a good initiative by CAF. It will give you the in and out of what security in football means. We have our regular police people who helps us a lot in this country. But when it comes to safety and security from CAF perspective, it has a lot of works that you have to put in place before you can become a safety officer of CAF. We have two categories. We have CAF Safety and Security Officer, and we have the National Safety and Security Officer, of which I am. So I can tell you for now that it's a good workshop, and it is a goodwill that will go away to help Ghana football.
John Ansah is the chairman of the Ghana League Clubs Association. Away from the local scene, let's head to Europe. For 2026 UEFA Champions League kicked off with 6 unforgettable opening fixtures, a filled with drama, late goals, and a historical milestone on Tuesday night. Now, here is a wrap of what happened on match day 1.
Arsenal got off to a great start in their Champions League campaign, defeating Athletic Bilbao by 2-0 at San Mamés. A very good result. The one of Ghanaian interest that was between Mohamed Kudus and Thomas Partey, Tottenham versus Villarreal, ended 1-0 in favour of Tottenham thanks to an own goal from Villarreal's goalkeeper. There was also Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe scored 2 penalties as Real Madrid defeated Marseille by 2-1. But I believe the most exciting game on that Tuesday night was between Dortmund and Juventus. That game ended 4-4. A lot of action, a lot lot of goals, lots of twists and turns. One surprising result was Karabakh defeating Benfica by 3-2. Another surprising one was Union Saint-Gilloise defeating PSV by 3-1. But we do expect a lot more goals to come in on Wednesday's fixtures as well.
Now, one person who impressed on the night was Kylian Mbappe. Despite Real Madrid reduced to 10 men, the French international's 2 goals was enough to extend Madrid's 13-game unbeaten streak at home in the Champions League. Here is the French superstar's reaction after the game.
I'm important, yes, but I think all the team are important. That's what he want to say. That's everybody on the pitch have to bring something to the team, to bring something to the table. And that's what we do for the moment, but we know also that we can improve, we can be better. It's just the start of a new project for him, for the team. So we have to learn and to listen to what he's going to say and to be better.
Now, the Champions League would continue today with Bayern Munich hosting Chelsea. Liverpool would be facing Atletico Madrid, with Paris Saint-Germain also taking on Atalanta. Ajax would meet Inter Milan, with Slavia Prague also playing Bodo Glimt, and Olympiacos would take on Pafos. Big one there. Now to some athletics, and Ghana's middle distance specialist Alice Amankwa has vowed to bounce back stronger after a disappointing outing at the 2025 World Athletics Championship. The 30-year-old runner finished 8th in his 800-meter heats, a result that ended his hopes of progressing to the semi-finals of the competition. Speaking after the race, Amankwa admitted the night did not go as planned, but stressed his ambition remains unchanged.
Break it again. I definitely think I can drop at least a second or two for sure. And you know, like, I would, you know, I don't want to sound cocky, but I'm the best middle distance runner in Ghana history, and that's a lot of hard work from my end. Even though I may not accomplish much here, there's still a lot of things that nobody in the history of that country has ever done, and that's something I'm proud of. But that doesn't mean I'm settling for just that. Like, I want to be the best in the world, not just best in Ghana. So it pushes me, but also lets me know that, hey, I'm still doing great things.
Now, with Amankwa out, Ghana's chances of winning the medal has taken a new hit. However, sprint and relay coach Elom Amenakpo remains optimistic, believing that with the right mindset, Ibrahim Fuseni can go far. The sprinter is set to compete in the 200-meter later today, and the coach is full of optimism.
This year, when you look at the 200 meters, I think it's even more difficult than the 100 meters line out. You look at the 200 meters right now, the time that people run this year is even tougher than the 100 meters going into the championship. But like I said the last time, this is a championship. This is a tournament. You are going to run the heats, you are going to run the semi-final, and then you run the final. I hope he gets his race plan right and able to execute what he's been doing and move to the next stage and possibly make it to the final.
We wish Fuseni all the best later today. And that brings us to the end of the sports update here on 3FM Sunrise. There's more on all our socials at 3 Sports GH. My name is Mutalaya Kubu. Don't go nowhere, because there's more after this.